Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady. I would like to say hello to all of you and hello to all of you newbies. I've had a little influx this last week which has been absolutely brilliant. I think that might be down to that I finally signed up to Instagram, which I told you all about last week. I think I've only got 3 pictures up at the moment. I really don't know what I'm doing with it, but I'm having a little bit of fun with it, just posting something on and seeing reactions from people that I may not have met already. So welcome, as I said, welcome to you all. Let's get on with today's episode. Alright, let's start with the boring bit. The boring bit is the video catch up. Now this week I managed to get 3 videos out to you. And of course we've got last week's Whips and Bits, link above and link below. And then we had the inside crochet, which was issues 113 to 117. Again, link up the top and link below. Then I did an Royal British Legion update. Now, if you didn't get to see that, it's a little bit upsetting for the Royal British Legion because this year, due to the UK going into lockdown, we had to stop our tables just over halfway through our normal 2-week collection slot. So the link above to that video and the link below, and just a little update. We're not doing too bad, but we could really do with some extra help. And the last one up was the knitting magazine. It was a set of back issues. Now I know it's not been as popular as the crochet one because I don't knit, so I don't normally show anything knitting, but I know a couple of you are bilingual. Oh, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? That you do both, so I thought it'd be nice to show you those magazines that I got in that stash off of Facebook Marketplace. Now most of those knitting magazines have now been rehomed. I've got a few left, but I'm planning on sending a few more to somebody, and she knows who she is already because I've already spoken to her. I'm evil like that. Right, now on to your images. Last week I received a photograph from Colours from the Outback. She's done it again. She's been crocheting some more poppies, but this time she's changed the colour from red to purple to remember the animals that didn't get to come home. So I thought I would show you that one now. It looks so different in a different colour, but it still looks beautiful. Thank you very much for sending me that picture, darling. So why not head over to Colour of the Outback's channel, where you'll be able to see a pattern that she has created herself using a more floral style of poppy. And if you live in Australia, she may also have extra information on her channel in regards to the person that's collecting poppies for next year's display. Now this year's display, she has sent me over some pictures and they are absolutely stunning. Now these photographs were taken at the memorial at Kings Park in Perth. I haven't been to Perth, but from what I've seen it's an absolutely beautiful place, and these images just really make me want to go and see it for myself. Now the next photo is a real close-up of how they've hung the poppies and all the different styles of poppies that there are out there and how stunning some of them really are. Makes my little poppy look quite mundane, really. In regards to me making poppies, I managed to make an extra one in the end. Due to the table closing, we decided that any extra poppies that I make will be going on to next year's account. So I suppose I better get on with them because fingers crossed I'll get another 1,000 plus out next year to make up for this year. But I've got to get through the tutorials as well first for you guys. Right, on to my completed items this week. I haven't touched the shawl that I was showing you last week, you know, the cryptic one. I've left that as it is for now because of course I was making poppies, and then I decided I would start on a mystery Christmas cow. Now this Christmas cow, I'm not going to tell you what the picture is. It is going to be another C2C because it means then everybody can have a go whether you're left or right handed. What I will tell you is you're going to need black, you're going to need white, you're going to need an orange or the leftover saffron that you had if you've made the cupcake blanket. And then you're going to need a light and a dark colour of your choice. Now I'm going to be using blue because I've got a lot of blue all of a sudden. But it will look absolutely brilliant with pinks, greens. I would stay clear of probably the yellows and the oranges because of the placement of the orange in the image. But other than that, it's going to be about 83 rows, I think. So it's going to be the same sort of size as the unicorn blanket. And I'm in the process of filming it at the moment. I'm on to row 25, so I've got a little bit further to go in it. But I'm hoping to start that one up for you next week when I will be able to give you the full measurements of how much yarn you're going to need. At the moment, you're not going to need more than 25 grams of the blues or whatever colour you choose, and the orange. It's just going to be the black and the white that you're going to need a reasonable amount of. I'm working off 100 grams at the moment. I may have to up it, I may not. It's all guesswork. Now, because of lockdown happening again in the UK, I went to my local Aldi's to get a bit of food shopping in to make sure I got enough to cover me for a couple of weeks. And no, I didn't buy any toilet roll, but I was naughty. They had some yarn in, and I'm just going to grab it and I'll show you what I bought. Right, so they had the DK in. And they also had some of the like the other yarns in that I've shown previously that I'm not keen on working with. I prefer to work with Aran or DK at the moment. So the first one up is theirs in blue grey. Okay, now these run at £3.99 for the 4 balls of yarn. So I don't mind paying that because it's under £1 a pop, isn't it, for 100 grams? Can't really go wrong, can you? And it washes up really nice and holds its colour as well. And then the other one is a teal. It's a bit awkward in here with the colouring and stuff. There we go. So, but anyway, those are the two that I bought. But while I was there, I also spotted something else that I'd never seen them stock before. Cushion inserts. So they had 2 different shapes. One was square and the other one is oblong, and these were priced at £2.99 for the square, and I think possibly the same, yeah, £2.99 for the oblong. So I sneaked them in with a little bit of food shopping. Right, so I thought I'd been really well behaved only grabbing that. But that was on Monday, and that was my local Aldi. Well, my daughter goes to school in another area, so I have to drive her to and from school every day. And there's an Aldi just round the corner from her school. Now that Aldi normally stocks a little bit more choice in colours and things than my local one does, and so I went in after school to grab her some masks because she's only got a few. Honest, it was to grab masks, it wasn't to grab anything else, I promise. But I ended up doing a bit of food shopping and these sneaked in. multi-packs. Now these multi-packs are priced at $4.99. You end up getting 500 grams for $4.99. So again, it's still £1 a pop for 100 grams. But you got multiple colours and each ball is 50 grams. So I've got this one. And I've got this one. And then when I got home, I was watching YouTube and I found out that they actually had another one. But I didn't spot that one. I was hoping they would do the Christmas colours that they had, not last year, but the year before, which had the red and the green and the black from the original Poppy, but it also had some other nice colours in there as well, very Christmassy. But they didn't have that one, and they didn't have the browns and beige ones that I've shown previously that I brought. But they did have some little mini cakes with little pom-poms on. Now, I've never normally bothered buying them because I was like, well, there's not a lot of yarn in that, is there? But I bought one because my daughter was there and I said, you need a hat, and she went, oh, go on then, you can make me one. I said, right, we'll choose your yarn. So she chose a teal brown and beige mix. And I made this. So here it is in all its thingy. Now I cheated. I didn't bother making the pattern up myself. I jumped over to Crystal at Bagoday and I copied her chocolate bonbon pattern. Now I've made that one before for my dad, so I made it for my daughter and said to her basically that when she goes to see Grandad, let's see if he notices that they've got matching hats but in different colours. Now my daughter's also a little bit heavy-handed, so where Crystal ended the hat in a round of single crochet, I didn't, because I knew that as soon as she started tugging at it, it was gonna start going a bit wavy and look a bit funny. So instead I did 3 rows of three rounds of half double crochet, and then I folded it over and I sewed them together. So it's given me a rope effect at the end of the hat. And if you look closely on both sides, it doesn't really matter which side you look at, because of the way that I'd sewed it, it's seamless. I'm loving it. So what I might do is a little tutorial on how to do that one, unless somebody's already done it, but I don't know because I haven't looked into it yet. So that is my only completed make for this week. And to be honest, that pom-pom needs to go. It needs a fluffy one, doesn't it? It needs to be big. Well, it's going on a teenager's head. Right, so as some of you know, I haven't just got Liam the dog. I've also got Pipsqueak the cat. Now, she is a little cantankerous toe rag and has decided that she is no longer going to be sleeping where I'm trying to record. She has moved her bed elsewhere. Here's a photo. She likes to make herself awkward, doesn't she? I'd literally turned my back to her. She was sitting looking out the window. I've turned my back, I've picked up the yarn I needed to wind up to make a couple of little cakes for the video, and I turned back to find that she was laying like that and refused to move for 2 solid hours. I only managed to get her off because I bribed her with food. Right, so because of the fireworks that we've had around here, Liam has been really different this year. Last year, as soon as the fireworks went off, he was outside in the garden watching them with me. The year before, he heard them go off, he ran upstairs and he was watching them out the window. But this year, there was none of that. He ran upstairs and he hid, and he shook and he panted, and he was nervous for the entire evening. Now, it didn't take me long to suss out. The boy just needed a hug and he needed a distraction. So my computer got tied up, like the one up here. It got tied up. We put on some relaxing music that had a screen. The image was fish all different tropical fish floating around, and as soon as he realised it was movement and he could watch it, he laid on the bed with his head on my tummy and just staring at the screen for about 4 hours. So I wasn't able to crochet because I was in a dark room. But he's calmed down. He calms down quite early once the video was put on. It only took a few minutes for him to calm down. I haven't tried the pressure bandages or anything yet because I didn't want to restrict anything for him. I just wanted him to do what he wanted to do, whether it be to hide or to hug or to maybe go outside and watch them. But this year he really didn't want to, so fingers crossed it's not going to be manic again tonight. Otherwise it would be third night in a row, because I'm recording this on Saturday to go out on Sunday like I normally do. Right, that's pretty much all I've got for this week, so I'm going to head back downstairs and carry on with the mystery cow, and I will see you all next week. So please, if you can, stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now. I think someone wants to go out for a W. Are you wanting to go out for a W? Are you? Well, go and speak to the kid. The kid's meant to be taking you out for a W, so that I can get on with recording this video for everybody. You're going to say, hello? No? Okay, cheeky. Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I forgot to turn the light on.